Critical Role viewership keeps spiking as Campaign 3 nears the end, Warhammer reveals its Holiday Battleforce boxes, and Arcane dominates Netflix.
Be strong and crush your enemies!
Welcome to Tabletop News Tuesday on the Character Sheet, where we break down the biggest fantasy and TTRPG news of the week so far. Why not take a second to hit those like and subscribe buttons to help us keep the channel going? And then, let's dive into some news.
Check this out.
If you've ever wanted to explore Waterdeep in real life, you can finally get your chance when the new Dungeons & Dragons The Immersive Quest live experience opens on December 18th in Mississauga, Ontario. And God, I hope I said that name right. Featuring a 15,000 square foot installation that sees players start their quest inside the infamous Yawning Portal Tavern, explore the Waterdeep Market, and sample various D&D themed food and beverages, it also features a sort of choose-your-own-adventure style narrative. That means you can keep going back and making new choices to experience a different journey several times. Tickets cost between $40 and $80 Canadian, and while the entire adventure is D&D themed, it doesn't sound like D&D knowledge or dice rolling is necessary to enjoy it. But if you're heading up to America's Hat this December, you can check it out yourself and let us know what you think.
Canada Friends welcomes you!
Arcane Season 2 is out on Netflix, and even with only the first 3 episodes, aka Act 1, being available, it's already dominating the streaming giant. Arcane Season 1 was a massive hit, being one of the most watched series of 2022 and beating out major competition from the MCU and Prime Video. And Season 2 is continuing that trend. At time of writing, it was the #1 Netflix show in 65 countries already, and there are still 6 more episodes to go in what will be Arcane's final season. While we did just report on the massive budget problems Riot faced in creating their Emmy-winning animated show based in the world of League of Legends, that does nothing to take away from the fact that the show itself is pretty damn awesome. And we would not be shocked if it wound up being the biggest streaming series of the year by the time the final episodes drop in 2 weeks.
But I want it now!
Steamforged Games is bringing some new epic encounters to a game system that isn't Dungeons & Dragons, as they have just announced the new Epic Encounters boxes for Free League Publishing's Ruins of Symbaroum. The 2 new box sets feature high-detail miniatures, battle maps, and custom encounters ready to drop into any game of Ruins of Symbaroum, with the Gem of the Barrow epic encounter featuring 20 miniatures of heroes and monsters as rival factions fight to retrieve a legendary gemstone, while the Corrupted Colossus features 1 massive Colossus, the game's version of a huge wood elemental that's on a 100mm base, that the party can either fight or try and save from its corruption. The Ruins of Symbaroum is basically the 5e version of the older Symbaroum setting, which was created in the old Open D20 license system a decade ago. So even 5e fans should be able to work this setting and its dark and twisted creatures into their own campaigns when Epic Encounters Ruins of Symbaroum hits shelves in February 2025.
Compelling and rich.
Warhammer has revealed their new Holiday Battleforce boxes, and the variety this year is pretty spectacular. Not only do the ever-popular Dark Angel Space Marines get a new Battleforce box that features the amazing new Lionel Johnson model, there's a Tau box that is all their huge, amazing battle suits, an Imperial Knight box featuring a massive Knight Paladin, a Necron box with the amazing new Void Dragon model, and the Adeptus Sororitas box comes with multiple Penitent engines and Rhinos. And of course, some Age of Sigmar love is thrown in there, as they're including an Ironjawz box set, a City of Sigmar's box set, and of course the beloved Flesh Eater Court box set. But they're all clocking in at just $240. For an idea of how good a deal that is, the Imperial Knights box set, if bought separately, would be about $371. So you're talking over $100 of saving in basically all of these new Holiday Battleforces. These Battleforces all hit pre-order on November 16th, so make sure you grab one for your collection or the 40k fanatic in your life while you can, as they tend to sell out every single year.
Good news, everyone!
And finally, Critical Role Campaign 3 is in the final few episodes, with the last battle against Ludinus and his Ruby Vanguard now underway, and the fans seem to be loving it if viewership is any indication. With the return of the Mighty Nein several episodes ago, and now Vox Machina returning in Campaign 3 and beginning the battle at the Malleus Key, the fans seem to be tuning back in, as Twitch numbers have remained in that 10 to 12,000 mark despite, based on Beacon Discord activity during the last few episodes, record viewership on Beacon, and a YouTube audience that was often double what Twitch was drawing in during the stream. The YouTube VODs are also doing very well lately, routinely hitting the 500,000 views mark within 3 to 4 weeks, and in the case of the last 3 episodes, hitting 100,000 views in the first 24 hours. Which again is while also competing with their own Beacon platform, which also hosts VODs. So while fans may remain divided on Bell's Hells themselves, the return of the Mighty Nein and Vox Machina seem to have really galvanized the fanbase into showing back up for the end of Campaign 3. And with the final battle underway, we expect those numbers to keep on climbing as the cast grapples with their final decision on the fate of Predathos, the Gods, and Exandria. And that's all we have this week on Tabletop News Tuesday. Let us know what your favorite story was down in the comments section, and please don't forget to hit those like and subscribe buttons.